The night shift at Ashcroft Mall was always quiet, too quiet. Most security guards hated working there after midnight. The massive shopping center sat nearly empty during the night, its endless halls lit only by weak fluorescent lights. But Daniel Reeves didn't believe in ghost stories. At least, not before camera 15. Daniel had worked mall security for almost 3 years. His nightly routine never changed: check the entrances, monitor the cameras, drink terrible coffee, survive until sunrise. Simple. But on October 14th, something strange appeared on the surveillance monitors. At exactly 2:13 a.m., Daniel noticed a girl standing motionless near the west hallway. Long black hair covered part of her face, she wore an old white dress, and she wasn't moving. Daniel frowned. The mall had closed hours ago. How did she get inside? He grabbed his radio immediately. Possible trespasser near West Corridor. Checking now. The static-filled radio gave no response. Daniel left the security office and headed toward the hallway. The empty mall echoed with his footsteps. But when he reached the West Corridor, nobody was there. The hallway was completely empty. Daniel sighed in annoyance. Probably a camera glitch. He returned to the security room, then froze. The girl now stood on camera 22. A completely different floor. Daniel's heartbeat slowed. That was impossible. There hadn't been enough time for anyone to move between those locations. He zoomed in on the footage. The girl stared directly into the camera. Her face looked pale, almost gray, and her eyes completely black. A cold feeling crawled down Daniel's spine. He quickly switched cameras again. Camera 8. The food court, empty. Camera 11. Main entrance. Empty. Then, camera 3 flickered. The girl now stood outside the security office. Daniel slowly turned toward the hallway outside his room. Silence. The fluorescent lights buzzed overhead. Then, knock. Knock. 3 slow knocks hit the security door. Daniel stopped breathing. Another knock followed, this time louder. Knock. The camera feed suddenly distorted with static. The girl's face appeared much closer now, too close. Her mouth slowly opened, and though the monitors had no sound, Daniel somehow heard whispering, "Let me in." The lights inside the security office flickered violently. Daniel stumbled backward. His hands shook as he grabbed the emergency flashlight. Then every monitor turned black. Complete darkness filled the room. For several seconds, nothing moved, nothing breathed. Then one screen turned back on by itself. Camera 15. The west hallway. The girl stood there again, motionless. Daniel exhaled shakily. Maybe stress was making him hallucinate. Maybe someone was hacking the cameras. There had to be a logical explanation. Then the timestamp on the monitor changed. 2:13 a.m. Again, Daniel frowned. The clock beside him read 3:47 a.m. But every CCTV monitor now displayed the same frozen time. 2:13 a.m. The moment she first appeared. Suddenly the radio crackled loudly. A voice whispered through static, "She's looking for someone." Daniel grabbed the radio. "Who is this?" No answer, only breathing, slow, wet. Then another voice spoke. A woman, terrified, "Don't let her see your face." The transmission died instantly. Daniel's chest tightened. He opened the mall records database and searched for past incidents. One report appeared from 12 years earlier. Case file, missing child name, Emily Van's age, 11 last seen, Ashcroft Mall status, never found. Attached to the file was a security image. Daniel's blood froze. It was her. The same white dress. The same black hair. The same dead expression. Suddenly, all the monitors switched on together. Every camera showed the girl standing closer, different angles, different floors. But in every screen, she stared directly at him. The office temperature dropped instantly. Daniel could see his own breath. Then one monitor showed something horrifying. Camera 3. Outside the security office, the girl stood directly behind the door, smiling. Knock. Knock. The door handle slowly began turning. Daniel backed away in terror. The lights exploded overhead. Glass shattered across the floor. Darkness swallowed the room. Then the emergency backup lights activated. Dim red light filled the office. The door was open, nobody stood there. But wet footprints stretched across the floor toward Daniel, step, 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 closer. Daniel pointed the flashlight forward, nothing, yet the footprints continued appearing one by one. As if something invisible walked toward him, then the flashlight flickered. For one split second, the girl stood inches from his face. Daniel screamed and fell backward. The flashlight rolled across the floor, darkness returned, then came the whisper beside his ear, "You saw me." Silence. The next morning, mall employees found the security office empty. Daniel Reeves had disappeared. Police searched the entire building. Nothing. No body. No signs of escape. Only one strange detail remained. On every CCTV monitor in the mall. A blurry figure of Daniel now stood beside the girl in white, watching the cameras, waiting.